Hey guys, Mike the Warrior here. I'm just here to talk about the fact that, well, as of a few days ago, I am pretty late. Well, probably weeks by the time you're seeing this video. But we're getting a live action Bakguan movie. And I think this is interesting. However, I also wanted to bring up some things that a decent amount of people on the channel who've probably heard of this probably aren't really considering. Well, when I did my video about fixing Mactinium Surge Part 2, I brought up that I think the plot of that film could have basically been a film. I'm sorry, the plot of that season could have basically been a film, specifically the second half, if you tweaked it up a bit. You know, like one of those anime original movies. And I still do think that, and I do think it's a little interesting that we now have, well, are going to be having a direct comparison to it. But I think that one thing that we gotta consider is the fact that because this is going to be, well, you know, a straight up Bakugan movie, it might not be Battle Brawlers inspired. It really could be. It really could be. But there's a really high chance that it might not be. And when I say Battle Brawlers, I don't mean just season 1 of the original Bakugan. I mean that entire era of Bakugan is basically called Battle Brawlers or Gen 1. So, as some of you know, when Bakugan came out, we had Battle Brawlers. Then after Battle Brawlers, we went on to New Vestroia and so on, and then it ended at Mactinium Surge Part 2. And that is the Battle Brawlers or Gen 1 era of Bakugan. After that, we have Battle Planet, which is Gen 2. And it did its whole run, and then that ended, and now we have the current one that is still really, really new. And that is Battle Planet. I'm sorry, just called Bakugan. I don't have a script, so that's why I'm a bit all over the place. And because we have 3 different versions of what Bakugan is, this film could honestly be about anything. So if you're looking for a direct one-to-one adaptation of season 1 Bakugan, just go in with your expectations a little low. Because, well, it could be about anything. And I'm not saying that it's impossible, but even if they do, well, we know Hollywood's going to have to take some liberties because they have to basically have the rules stated in a way where the audience can understand, because this most likely will be the biggest push Bakugan will have in popularity. Because, when Bakugan first came out, all my friends at school were talking about it, but that was a long, long time ago. I don't know how popular Bakugan is these days. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I really don't, and I never really bothered to check. But the fact that it's getting a live-action film before, Yu-Gi-Oh! Or, I don't know, Digimon, I think it's actually pretty neat. I'm going with an open mind, and I don't know if I'm going to be covering a lot of the stuff that gets announced, because how I do with, movies, I go in with the mindset of, if I don't see it in a trailer, I don't want to know anything about it. I don't want to look at leaks. I don't want to look at anything unless it's in a trailer. And even then, with some trailers, I'm a little 50-50 on. But just for you guys, because this is, for now, still a Bakugan channel, mostly, I will consider doing live reactions to the trailers when we get those, but it is officially in the works. I don't know when it's coming out, because as far as I know, it has no release date. So we'll just have to be patient and see what happens. I hope it's good, even if it's not based off of the Bakugan I grew up with, because I haven't seen either of the reboots. I think it's a good idea. A series getting more exposure is mostly a good thing. I say mostly because, well, you could always just run into those weirdo fans and get a lot of people with some crazy opinions on what they think a franchise should be. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. If I decide to upload this today, as of right now, it is the 13th. Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. I have a video that's coming up on Valentine's Day. If you've already seen it, then there's nothing really else to say. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.